Hi everybody, it's Dara, and I'm happy to say I went to the farmer's market today and I had farmer's market finds. And I had one of the most interesting finds ever. I really was fascinated with this mushroom. And the mushroom man normally has shiitake and chanterelles, and I saw this like squishy, spongy, white. Go to my Instagram page, Dara Dubinet, if you want to see close-ups of the food. But it basically has like these, I don't know how to describe it other than it's called bear's head. And I just looked it up and another name for it is lion's mane. So I found real live lion's mane mushroom at the farmer's market. And you know what that means? Like a lot of us are taking supplements of lion's mane to boost our cognitive function. It's known to repair nerves and neurotransmitters, and so lion's mane is an amazing supplement, and here it is ready to go. And it's not really ready to go because I'm not going to eat it like this, but I'm going to saute it in coconut oil until it's crisp, and supposedly it tastes like kind of sweet like lobster or crab. I'm not so sure, but I know it's so interesting and it's so very good for us. So food is our medicine, and that's what I have here on the counter. I have medicine, and I'm just amazed and in awe. So this grows in the wild. I mean, this can't be cultivated. So this is found in, like, by tree roots. And oh, it's just so exciting. I did get chanterelles also. This is a really big, meaty one. And this cut up and sauteed again, it's like little chunks of like, it gives such texture and such a heartiness to maybe a pasta, a zucchini pasta dish. So my thing is to do raw fusion. So have most of your meal raw, whether it's a bed of lettuce or a bed of zucchini pasta, and then cook maybe things that aren't really good to eat raw, such as eggplant. I don't love eating eggplant raw. I've done it. Mushrooms, don't want to eat them raw. Some of them. These shiitake and chanterelles and lion's mane definitely need to be cooked, as far as I know. So it's raw fusion. It's taking things that we don't necessarily need to eat raw, okay? Carrots and some beets, although we can eat those raw. Sauteing them with onion in coconut oil and doing some kind of medley, and then putting it on top of our raw food. So it's where raw food meets cooked, and it's really good for us. Now the other incredible medicine I have on this counter is watercress, and this just has the roots attached to it. I got this at Whole Foods, and when you find watercress, get it, organic watercress, because it is the most nutrient dense leafy green, period. It's a member of the mustard family, otherwise known as nasturtium, and I'm going to chop that up into a salad. I have beautiful purple carrots, and you know that they're organic when they have little growths coming off of them. I got another bag of these beautiful mini orange, Fairview Farms, mini orange. Love these. I've been eating these. On the counter, I have Pau d'Arco and Cat's Claw Brewing. Anti-cancer. So two men I met today had cancer. Both were at the mushroom stand. Okay, the mushroom man, he's gone the western route, and this other older Asian man, he said it's not gonna, he said he could probably hit by lightning, struck by lightning and die before the cancer was gonna get him. It was moving so slow. But the point is, and what I really did want to talk about, is if you hear, or someone you love hears that they have cancer, it's so prevalent, it's so everywhere, and it's something that we should talk about, because there needs to be places for us to go and people for us to talk to, which protocol, what to do. You know, and the first thing is not to blame ourselves. These things happen. They happen because of environmental reasons. They happen because of emotional issues we haven't dealt with. They happen because of food we've eaten, but they've also happened because of whatever's gone on in our lives up to date. So one of the most beautiful things is that if we empower ourselves and know that we contracted these things, or we have them, we also know that we can get rid of them. Now, everyone has their time, and sometimes it's just our time to go. There's no shame or blame in anything. Sometimes we're just needed elsewhere. But the thing is if we find out that we have something, then isn't it then our opportunity to shift the course of our lives, to take our health into our own hands? I'm telling you, I know this stuff is healing. I know that no matter what we get, we can heal ourselves, okay, provided we've caught it. And that's why our bodies are such amazing. The more we clean up, the more we can pay attention to little lumps and bumps or little feelings that we have. And the very best thing we can do is find a naturopath, find a healthcare provider, somebody who really takes the time to understand what's going on with you, somebody who can be investigative with you. Because it is not the same thing of what we used to believe, that somebody in a white coat is going to say, I know, take this. And then we're like, oh goody, we're all fixed, because it just doesn't work that way. Okay, it just doesn't. And I'm here to tell you the truth. I don't talk about that a lot, but the underlying thing for what I do here every day with all this gorgeous food is preventing disease, reversing symptoms, preventing disease, being happy, being healthy as we can be. So I would not take a pill. I would not want to go a typical route, I'm pretty sure, because I know that whatever pill or whatever thing they do is going to cause other damage, right? The thing that they gave my mom for her high cholesterol hurt her liver. The thing that they gave her for her liver affected her kidneys. The thing that they gave her for her kidneys definitely affected her heart. So that by the time that she did have a brain tumor, the thought of, just from a laywoman's perspective, the thought of them cutting into her brain, and I thought, my poor mama's organs, what about all the other stuff that's going on? The white blood cells are going to go here. What's going to happen to all this? It's not going to work. So to me, sitting under a tree and eating all this stuff, going to the Optimum Health Institute, going to see Dr. Robert Morse, going to follow the Gerson protocol, the Gerson therapy, finding one that resonates and sticking with it, and laughing and positive thoughts and body movement and fresh air and sunshine. That's kind of the opposite of what's going on in much of the, the Western allopathic, and I'm not knocking all of it. I'm just saying that there's a lot of fluorescent lights, there's no air, there's not healthy food. If you can go somewhere where there's air and sunshine and healthy food and get the help that you or your loved one needs, that's the idea. That's the ticket. So some of these things on this table are known to prevent cancer. And watercress is one of them. Broccoli is one of them. I'm drinking Pau d'Arco, P-E-A-U-D-A-R-C-O, Pau d'Arco and cat's claw tea. So we want to fortify ourselves. We want to clean ourselves up. And if we find out we have something, pretty much all of the protocols are, no fat, no oil. If you're sick, if you're have a health opportunity, right? You want to limit those things. Some say fruit sugar, some say no, 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 no. So you really got to start, and it doesn't hurt us to educate ourselves now, because we might know somebody and we might be able to help somebody. So it's kind of good to know what's going on out there. And I welcome that. I welcome places where people can go to understand more. So I'm here to show you that the food is gorgeous, and that this tight little head of lettuce, chop off the end, wash it in my salad spinner, spin, 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 make it dry, chop, 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 make a gorgeous dressing. No, you know what's so good? These persimmons. Now these are the fuyu, and I go like this because it's flat on the bottom. When it's flat on the bottom, feel free to eat it like an apple. If it has a pointy bottom, like these gorgeous babies, these are hachia, and these need to be as soft as a water balloon, or you will get the worst taste in your mouth, tongue dry, chalky. It's awful. So we're going to let these sit. No one knows when they'll be ripe, but I will show you when they're ripe. They're going to sit here as decoration on my counter. So I have gorgeous cherry tomatoes, but the thing is about these tomatoes is I got them home and I was a tad disappointed because they're not as sweet and not as salty as I would like. So to me, what that says is we don't cut them up onto a salad. To me, that says I put them in the blender and I make a soup. And I'm thinking of doing that. Or I can make a condensed soup and turn it into a tomato sauce. And to me, a tomato sauce has the tomatoes. It has tomato powder from Frontier Farms. I highly recommend you check them out because they're organic and they have sun-dried tomato powder along with a myriad of other beautiful items to use in your kitchen. So these can easily go in my NutriBullet for soup with, the sauce would have the sun-dried tomato to give it more flavor. When you're making a sauce, you know, you can scoop out the seeds and the moisture on the inside. If you don't have time, just put it all together. But if you have time, cut a tomato, seed it, take out the seeds, and put it in your blender, and a little sun-dried tomato, maybe a little bit of olive oil, some basil, some garlic, some pepper, and that's your sauce. But for my soup tonight, I think I'm going to take these and put them in my blender, and I'm going to make it a creamy tomato soup. Okay, so I will have salt and black pepper and tomatoes. I'll use a little bit of my sun-dried tomato powder for flavor, and then a handful of what I call our non-dairy creamers. So if you have hemp seeds, 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds. If you have cashews, a handful of cashews. You can use macadamia nuts. So we will do that and have a creamy soup. I don't add basil because for some really weird reason I'm allergic to it. That's very annoying because I love it. But you can add basil, that's gorgeous. And that will be soup. Creamy tomato. So I have my persimmons. You can see these. Plastic bag. We have the persimmons. We have guava. These are so beautiful when they're soft. I just love them blended with banana and vanilla, and that's that. Now, when you blend things, I want you to remember and to keep in mind to add nutritional, beneficial things such as chia seeds. Maybe not to my tomato soup, but you can certainly add it to a smoothie. More energy, more protein. You can add spirulina to things for more protein. You could add any one of the mushrooms that I favor. Like I could add some reishi mushroom to my tomato soup, or chaga mushroom. I could make a chaga mushroom tea base and use that as the base for my soup. So a creamy chaga tomato soup. That sounds beautiful. And so we have the carrots. We have these, you know what this is? This is a radish. And this is a watermelon radish, kind of like a watermelon tourmaline. Wait till you see. It's so pretty. So you see, wait, you see that? Okay, so what I would do with this is slice it thinly, mandolin it, put a dollop of my horseradish dip that I made the other day on here, put a hummus on here, make any kind of pate or dip, and use this as a pretty little chip. I rhymed. Watermelon. Oh, and these are so sweet. These are teeny little key limes. And I saw key limes and I thought, wouldn't it be wonderful to make a key lime pie? And if I don't get to make a key lime pie, I can make a key lime smoothie. It would be helpful to get to know Irish moss because that's a thickener when you make pies. And that will be something that I look forward to doing, hopefully. I got dates from 7hotdates.com, but I get them at the market, Bautista Farms. These are outrageous. Look at the size of these. Crazy and sweet and juicy and moist. Dates will last up to, I don't know, a year in your refrigerator. A year in the freezer, but certainly at least 6 months to a year in your refrigerator. So there you have it. There you have the farmer's market finds. Fun finds for sure. With brain. Kind of looks like brain. Walnuts look like a brain and they're brain food. So I hope you get your greens on. I hope you have fun with your produce. I do. I'm about to, and I hope I show you what I'm up to next.